Hello and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts Shipyard Champions. Yep, we are back for Season 5. So let's see, what is the first challenge of Season 5? It is issued by Brosili. Welcome to Season 5 of Shipyard Champions. Alright, Admirals, this week will hopefully be interesting and definitely not lag the game down, although it probably will. See, some people have already done this, and they've had lag issues, and the reason for the lag will be apparent. Uncle Sam's new warship. The United States has decided that it requires a new ship, one that can single-handedly take on one of its old flotillas, and has outsourced the shipbuilding to multiple nations. I don't think the US would do that, but anyway, stating that only the best will be selected and purchased. This brings us to your part of the story. You will act the Chief of Naval Engineering and design a single ship that will follow the USA's naval doctrine closely, see below, as well as its captain, to command it in a simulated battle against a US fleet of varying size, also see below. Challenge: your warship nation cannot be USA. Any ship class 1950 technology. Enemy fleet nation must be USA 1950 technology. 10 transports. Scoring: number of guns, barrels, not turrets, and this includes secondary weapons. That will be the base score. So if I make a ship with 4 double turrets, so 8 guns, I get 8 points. That's not much, so I'm gonna have to do better than that. Add a multiplier to your score for upping the enemy ship class. So if I upgrade from transports to DDs, I get a double. That's a ×2 multiplier. If I upgrade from DD to light cruiser, I get a triple multiplier. So not torpedo boats? No, because it's 1950, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So that doesn't work. So that would be double, triple, quadruple, quintuple, and sextuple. So 10 DDs, or 10 light cruisers, or 10 heavy cruisers, 10 battle cruisers, or 10 battleships. I'm gonna be realistic and say that battleships and battle cruisers will be very hard to fight 10 of them. Maybe not battle cruisers. Okay, no, you know what? We're gonna fight 10 battle cruisers. Just because the AI tends to make battle cruisers with not a lot of armor. So we're gonna fight 10 battle cruisers. That would be double, triple, quadruple, quintuple. So if I make a ship with 10 guns, ×5, that would be 50 points if I sink all the 10 battle cruisers. Now, I'm gonna do more than 10 guns because, you know, secondaries also count. So let's design a ship with a lot of guns. And this is where things are gonna lag, because this game, when you start adding a lot of guns, including the 1.1 inch guns that I think I will be using quite a few of, things start to get laggy. Let's see, what kind of speed can we do? 30 knots. Main tower. Big main tower. And this is why I went with Russia, because you can fit a lot of secondary guns on these towers. Secondary tower. Okay. That tower in particular can fit a lot of secondaries. But maybe I want to go with this one. It doesn't quite have the same amount of slots, so we're just gonna go with the big one, I think. Now I do need some big main guns to actually sink the enemy ships. Do you think multiple 16-inch guns will do the job? Everything is Mark 5. Okay. Okay, the difference between triple and quadruple 17s, it's not that great. So let's go with quadruples. Really add a lot of guns. And I think I'm gonna do I think I'm gonna add the secondary guns for last, just so I won't have to deal with all that lag when I'm building the ship. These are 54 caliber. I think I can shorten them. Oh yeah, these can definitely be shortened by a lot and still be quite good. 54 caliber base length. That's insane. Let's just move things around a little bit so I can actually fit my guns here. There we go. And having these turrets in between here, also on barbettes, that will allow me to place secondary guns around them. So we are really gonna max out the secondariness of this design. You fit there, okay. Oil 3, and well, I'm playing with Dreadnought Improvement Project, so that means turbo electric is basically as good as it gets. There we go. Lots of funnels. I can even put one back here, I think, if I want to go 4 funnels. That's excessive. That's more than enough range for a custom battle. Okay. And we're gonna build the rest of the ship. And this is also a reason why I went with Russia, because that's got 99 resistance. This one actually has 100 resistance. That's even better. But 99 is pretty good. We're adding 12.5 with modern armor too. And some more from this, because we're gonna be taking quite a few shots here. What's my max resistance now? 160. Disgusting. Standard ratio, standard ratio. Are we gonna go... I'm gonna go soft capped. And I think regular capped. Tube powder 3, TNT 4. I'm gonna have to find a way to make this a little bit lighter. For example, by reducing speed. And also other ways. Yeah, armor. That's kind of sick. We don't need that kind of armor. I think we don't need that kind of armor. More ammo is something we do need. Okay, let's make this a little bit lighter so we can actually fit all those secondary guns. 55-kilometer range. That is pretty good. These are, what, 54 caliber? Let's shorten them to 50. that is still pretty good, to say the least. Let's go 20 inches on the turret face and 18 on the barbettes. What kind of armor can we pen here? We're running capped shells. Because again, I'm expecting the enemy ships to not have a lot of armor. Because AI designed battlecruisers typically don't. Let's see, 0.5. Don't need that much deck armor. In fact, even 6 inches might be a little excessive. Maybe. Okay, we're still overweight. And we have a 4-weight offset. We can downgrade. Oh, that's not the tower I want. That's almost as heavy. It's quite a bit lighter and also smaller. But that means we can fit more secondaries on the side here. Modern Tower 6 enhanced. Base accuracy is plus 28. Long range plus 50. Not that big of a difference. So we're going to go the next size down on the secondary tower as well. Let me just quickly, while I have the armor figured out, compare. $5,226 tons. Yeah, it's not that much of a weight difference, is it? What if I went with 16-inch guns? Give them the same armor treatment. We're only starting 30 kilometers out, so deck armor is not really that important. Well, it kind of is, but that's also 54 caliber. Let's go -7 on you too. -8 even. Yeah, that's 1,000 tons per turret. I think we're going with the 16-inch guns here rather than 17s. Okay, we're not that much overweight anymore. But still a little bit. Yeah, 10,000 tons overweight. What's my flash fire chance? 1.3. I think we can go down to double bottom. Difference between anti-flood 2 and 3. Not really that great. Also, I don't think I need like the best auxiliary engine, seeing as turbo electric already gives me a lot of bonuses. Let's also go balanced rudder. Not going to be doing a lot of maneuvering here. Steam steering. Can also... That's obsolete. So, standard electrical turrets it is. Now, what kind of pen am I looking at for 30,000 meters? Do I want to go up to Cap Ballistic 1? I think I do. Just for a little bit more of a punch through armor. Okay, we're still overweight though. Still a bit fat. Now, what's the weight difference between quad and triple 16s? Now with the armor figured out. It's about 300 tons. But the quads also carry more ammo. Well, because you have more barrels, and it's ammo per barrel. Do I need to make this even slower? Yeah, I'm kind of getting there. Let's remove that funnel. Let's move these inwards. There we go. We're looking at a bit of a forward offset still. But it's not that great. I don't like it, but I think I have to lose one turret here. And move things back. Not because I worry too much about that forward offset. It's not really that important. But just to save weight by shaving down that citadel, which I can make even thinner. Okay. Let's reduce the fore and aft decks. Also, fore and aft belts. Okay, that leaves me with some weight to play with. Let's start doing the secondaries. $44 tons, and it's 64 for a quad turret. That means it's more weight efficient to go with multiple triple turrets. And this is why I like these towers. And I'm using 4-inch because I can give them armor. By making them 4.2-inch guns. And that means I will not be losing all my crew. And see, here we go. The game is stuttering. It does not like all these turrets. It's a weird issue that you typically don't run into. Because you typically don't build ships like this. Can I place some tiny barbettes somewhere? Oh, lag. Let's move you a bit. Do you sit here? Yeah, you do. And place you there. And here. Okay. Let's... Oh! I can give them armor as they are. Awesome. Awesome. With the Italian 4-inch guns, as you will have seen in my campaign, I make them 4.2 so I can add armor. But these Russian ones can have armor stock, basically 3-inch guns. Any like built-in places for them? No. 2-inch guns. This is another advantage of these Russian ships. The 2-inch quads are really tiny. At least when you compare them to like the big Bofors looking American 2-inch guns. Oh, lag. That's why I'm doing this as the last step of my construction process. I still feel like I would like to have more barrels, because that's what my base score is gonna be based on. That's a lot of guns. So that's 20 16-inch guns. 48 times 3, that's 150, 144 4-inch guns. So that's 164 barrels. And that's 204 barrels with the 2-inch guns. Okay, we're gonna add more 2-inch guns somewhere. Are there places for the doubles? Or the singles? No. Oh, they don't fit here. Too bad. I would still like more. We're gonna put this guy on a barbette also. Come on. There we go. Didn't quite like that. Can I just find the right pixel and place this barbette? No. So I have to move this forwards just a bit. Now you fit. can put you there. Come on. I need to replace these. You don't fit. Suddenly. Fine, let's try again. Here we go. Oh, I can place more here. Sure, they're not going to have much of an arc of fire. But by golly, they do fit. That's the important part. Here we go. These did not like that. Yeah, you have poor sectors of fire. I don't care. If you fits, you sits. Oh, come on. This would be so much easier if the game would just run smoothly. And not stutter like crazy. Come on, come on. Yeah, some guns have poor sector of fire. Like these 4-inch guns don't even have a sector of fire. But that's okay. That's okay. We don't care about that. Can I put you down here? Not really, because then these 4-inch guns get angry. I mean, I don't get why that's an interference anyway. Here we go. Now my big weakness with all these 2-inch guns is gonna be that there's a lot of crew that's gonna be killed the second I start taking fire. Okay, let's do the barrel math again. 20 16-inch guns, 52 triple 4-inch guns, that's 156, so that's 176, and 28 quadruple 2-inch guns, so that's let's see, 112, if my math is correct. 112 plus 176. Oh, 276, 288. I think that's the number, 288. Let's see, we are still legal. Spacious quarters. How much crew do I have? Almost 5,000. Right. Yeah, the secondary guns are going to be my weakness. If I add a little bit more... Can I make them 4.2-inch guns? Yes, I can. I can now give them more armor. 2.8. And 2.8. Okay. They are a little bit safer now. Not much, but a little bit. 2-inch guns, there's no way of armoring those. What I could do is just make them 1.1-inch guns. Hopefully that's going to make them a little bit smaller. So we are at 288. Now that these have been shrunk down, do they fit anywhere they didn't before? Nah, not really. Can't put any of them back on the poop deck here. How about singles? Do they fit anywhere? Now that they are a little bit smaller. No? 288, probably good enough. I don't want to fiddle anywhere anymore with this. We're just gonna launch and hope that we don't surrender. And also, we're gonna hope that these battlecruisers do not have a whole lot of armor. Volia. It kind of sounds like volley. What do they look like? They look like that. They got 6 guns each. I cannot see the caliber. I don't know if that's like an intentional thing. No, here I can see it. But it doesn't show up on the shoot info anymore. They got 17-kilometer torpedoes. 15-inch guns. Okay. So we are facing 60 16-inch guns. 15-inch guns. Excuse me. This could be ugly. Yeah, this is gonna be ugly. We're gonna die. We're not gonna survive this. I think battlecruisers was too ambitious. I was hoping I was gonna face battlecruisers with like really bad main guns. Sometimes the AI thinks that, oh, 9-inch gun on the battlecruiser, that's a good idea. We're already up to 5% crew loss. I should have gone with heavy cruisers as my enemies. I still have not identified these. I'm gonna go with AP. I was also hoping that my resistance would keep me safe. But it kind of isn't. Should probably also have set the starting range to be longer. Let's see, they're still not identified, so I'm not sure what we are up against. Go back to auto, shell selection. And yes, I know that my secondary guns are now not doing anything. But I didn't really count on them to do anything. Just brought them along to score points. There you go. Some of them have now been identified. Samoa. Oh yeah, they do have armor. Very heavy main deck armor. Wow. And these 15-inch guns have semi-ballistic AP, nose fuse HE, 2 powder 3, TNT 4. Okay. So my new hope now is just that hopefully I have enough crew left to not surrender when they've picked up all my secondary guns. Fire is not the most effective. I should have brought cap ballistic too. 25 kilometers. Can pen 16 inches of belt armor. What kind of armor quality did you have? 200%. We've almost sunk the Ranger. Why'd they have to go for such long-range guns? There we go, good hit on the Ranger. But there's still 9 more to go. I think we were a little bit too ambitious. Maybe not. The enemy fire is starting to not have much of an effect at this range. And the Ranger is going down. Switch to Connecticut. 1 down, 9 to go. Let's see. just not get the green outline? Thank you. There we go. Lock, stock, and 288 smoking barrels. Well, technically, quite a few of those barrels have been destroyed. So, well, they're smoking, but not for the right reasons. Poor Volya. I have no 1.1 inch guns left, so definitely good choice to bring quite a few 4.2 inch guns with armor and not just shower the ship in 1.1s, because if that were the case, this ship would have surrendered. It would just be too much crew loss. Starting to really feel all those 15-inch guns. Pounding this poor barrel farm of a boat. All my main guns are intact. It's really all that matters as far as fighting the enemy is concerned. 40% crew loss. Yeah, the 4.2s are starting to suffer also. 3 inches of armor, not really enough to protect from a 15-inch Mark V. Dang it, why they bring out a decent AI design to fight me? That's not fair. I was expecting some kind of clown show. 42% crew loss. Yeah, I think it's gonna be surrender very soon. They are running out of ammo. Almost. But I'm running out of crew. I'm gonna run out of crew before they run out of ammo. Dang it. Standard ammo. If they'd gone with reduced, I might have had a chance. There we go, surrendered. Ah. Well, so that's 0 points. Let's see what would have happened if I'd gone with heavy cruisers instead of battle cruisers. That would have been a quadruple instead of a quintuple. So 288 times 4 instead of times 5. Which is still more than 0. So this silly little boat is gonna go for round 2. Alright, and I forgot to make the starting range longer, but at least we're starting facing away from them. Let's see, what kind of cruisers are we up against? 9.6 inch guns, 29.4 kilometer range. So I do outrange them. Sadly, they're probably fast enough to catch up. That's a decent looking cruiser. That's a very decent looking AI design. Like, yeah, the funnel is in the middle here instead of on the rear tower, but I think that's one of the strange towers where you just cannot fit a funnel on. So I will let that slide. And we're opening up. I want to target the first one. The closest one. This is where I regret not making my ship faster. There we go, good hits on the first ship. Yeah, I think heavy cruisers would have been a much better thing to fight. Than battle cruisers. They're 25 kilometers away. You've not taken a lot of damage. That guy sure has. Keep aiming for the first ship and the line. Keep them at bay. If we get swarmed, they still have enough guns to pick off all my crew. Wait a minute, that's a big blob of ships. Ah, they separated. Who's next to be first in line? You are. I also want to try and, if they bunch up like that, because that's when you can hit multiple ships with one salvo. Let's go with AP. I'm not sure what kind of armor they have, but I think we can pen. Let's check out what kind of armor they have. 9.6-inch guns. Triple base, picric acid. Some armor. That's decent armor for a heavy cruiser. Let's see, base fuse HE, cap ballistic 2 AP. Shells ammo reduced. And increased AP. 24-inch torpedo tubes. Alright. There we go, getting penetrations on St. Paul. Still haven't sunk any of them. California. She was just behind Bridgeport. Oh, Fall River, okay. Just trying to get those salvos where I hit multiple ships at once. What's my 4.2 inch range? 11.8. So they're actually going to come into secondary range if they keep this up. Fine. Target the first one. And the Valia has switched to HE. Just doing quite a bit of damage. Quite a bit of damage, yeah. California. AP. There we go. Bridgeport. California is down, first to kill. Can I pen it at this angle? Yep. Bridgeport has launched torpedoes. Oh yeah, I saved weight by not making my ship maneuverable. That's the thing I did. I gave it steam steering and prop shaft 1. Let's see if that's gonna come back to bite me in the stern. I think I evaded the torpedoes. I don't see them. Only 2.1% crew loss. So this is more the kind of battle I was expecting. Let's finish off the Toledo. If not expecting that, at least hoping for. Just as Helena went down. So good timing on the target switch there. And I think that's the end of Toledo, yes. Fall River. Decent angle on it. should have just gone with fighting heavy cruisers for my first attempt, because this is working. Des Moines. Auto, as she is coming bow in, and I think she had a crazy four-belt armor. 9.1. Des Moines has launched a torpedo, or multiple torpedoes. So we're gonna do a little maneuvering, or at least attempt to do some maneuvering. Des Moines has now launched more torpedoes. Luckily, we're already in a turn. Des Moines is going down. West Virginia. Good hits. West Virginia has launched torpedoes. This is where things are getting a little bit dicey. West Virginia goes down. Actually, Washington first. And then we're gonna close in on the two wounded ones. Looks like we're able to evade the torpedoes. Yep. Evaded. Very good. What happened to you, Washington? Did your main guns explode? They did. That's tragic. There goes the main tower. Although I think it was already destroyed. AP, got a good angle. Like that. And like that. Colorado, next. Yeah, they got many bulkheads. They're not too bad. And that might be... let's do one more salvo or two. I think that's the end of Colorado. St. Paul. Couple more, and I think that's it. Flash fires. Yep. So 288 times 4. That would be quite a few points. I'm not going to do the math right now because it really doesn't matter. This was not the scoring attempt. The scoring attempt was 0 because I got a little bit too ambitious and thought I could fight 10 battle cruisers. I could not, but I could fight 10 heavy cruisers. That was easy. Well, goodbye and take care.